recording. Right, I get it. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're starting at Sanctuary. This is open mode. Gotta get all 7, or we gotta get 7 crystals. We gotta go and rescue. Well, we don't have to do the standard start, but we gotta get all 7 crystals. We gotta get clear Ganon's tower and kill Ganon. That's all. We are a zebra unicorn for the 3rd time. We are currently on a 2-game losing streak. What is at the Lumberjack? If you're in for troll, you're hoping for... Oh! That's a troll. That's a troll item there. That's bad. There are so many things wrong with that item. Okay, so... the Lumberjack. Okay, so that location I went into, that cave there, is a... it's a drop-down location. Yeah, the bow is on the ledge. That ledge is only accessible if you get the boots and you kill Aghanim at the top of Aga's Tower, which is the final Light World dungeon. You don't want to have to do that. Aga's Tower doesn't really give you anything except for that. And it's like a 5-minute waste of your time. That's all it is. But if that's the only way you can get a bow in this seed, like if the only bow is there and the second bow is in Ganon's tower, like the only way you're getting a bow for a really long time is that. So that's like terrible. You don't want to see that. That's good. That's really good. But yeah, no. But so I check the Lumberjack always. It's one of the, like, if you talk to seasoned players, they'll skip that check. Just because it's kind of like not necessarily important. But I like to check it every time. Just to see if there's a big reason to go fight Aghanim. So like the other night we saw... what was it? The one Ambrosia was Flippers. We had Hookshot there. We got lucky on that that Flippers seed. We skipped Lumberjack on the Flippers seed. But the one where we had Hookshot, we had to do it. And Bow is kind of... an unknown at this point. We don't... so there's 2 bows. The game logic works during a recent like V30 or V31 of the randomizer engine. They switched out the bow logic to be progressive bows. It used to be that you'd find the bow or the silver arrows separately. Progressive bows means that there's 2 bows in the game now, and the first one you find will be the bow, and the second one will always be silvers. Whoa, we got Dark World access already. Five-minute Dark World access. Okay. Okay, we do need the bow. All the Light World dungeons are crystals. Unlikely. It would have to be some ungodly routing. And ungodly placement. Like, the 3 items we got for Dark... Hail Cash! We almost never play race game. It's the thing, like, I don't remember the last time I've done race game. Oh, I feel bad, Cash. I really do. We got our go fasts. Cash, we still have that bow on Lumberjack. That's, you know, it's not perfectly hilariously bad for me, but it's definitely something, right? Oh, hey, we found a different bow. Okay, so here's the thing, Olcash. There's actually some good news for that. Because we found the other bow, I'm not, and we have Dark World access already, I'm not getting the silver arrows tonight. Like, there is no reason for me to go get the silver arrows. So, if you want to see a silverless fight tonight, you're getting one of those. Hopefully we find the lamp soon, though. I don't want to have another lampless seed. Okay, so we line up here, dash out. I love this glitch. There's a glitch called sorry, trying to... Come on, Jess. Nope, not happening. So leaving Ice Rod Cave, if you stand to the side and dash along that line, you can set up this like water walk state. And walk on water. And there's a way to get out of that area where you do fake flippering, which is like you can swim without the flippers. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it set up. That's one of the water walk or like the fake flipper situations I'm not good at. Hookshot's good. Hookshot's really good. Oh, so the fact that we found a different bow, I'm not getting silver arrows. There was a bow in the dam. Yeah, that first bow we found is now silver arrows. So I'm not getting the silver arrows tonight. Oh, I can get to the ledge. It's just like the effort it would take for me to go beat Aghanim to open up that area is not worth the time. Like, I'd have to go do I'd have to go do Agus Tower, which is like 5+ minutes. Then I'd have to go to the Lumberjack. That's another minute. Whereas if I can do Ganon without silver arrows, you know, the silvers might save me a minute. So that's the point. It's not that I can't get them, it's that realistically I shouldn't get them. Yeah, half magic's good. I need that. That'll make that silverless Ganon fight a lot more reasonable. $50 is good. What's the crystal situation in the Dark World? Green pendant on Thieves. And then we got Mire and Pod as my other two. I don't like Pendant Thieves. Pendant Thieves is actually really bad, but it's... But Thieves Town is one of those dungeons, like, if you completely skip it, not always a good situation. Especially when I've got the items to do it so early. Although, the fact that I pulled 2 out of the 4 items in Thieves Town already... I don't know if I want to go do the back. Bunny, Zebra, Unicorn. Well, yeah, we usually don't count the blue balls at that point in the race either. Because Aga 2, there's always energy balls to hit. Like, traditional counting only counts everything in Aga 1, and we kind of just ignore Aga 2. Dang. Okay, we're just not going to go with it. Yeah, Aga 1 is by himself. Aga 2 is the Tri-Wizard. The back of Thieves Town. It's a pendant dungeon. It's not necessary, and I've got many other checks I can do right now. Come on, just give me some rupees. There we go. Red rupees are good. No reason I shouldn't just dig to get enough money for other stuff. Okay, that's 110. That'll do. So dig game there is between 1 and 30 digs to get your item in rando. In the vanilla game, it's actually a scam of a game. It's... Hey, a lamp! It's a good thing. I mean, I'm happy that we got the lamp. It's definitely like a relief for me. At the same time, there's definitely part of me that goes, it's a crutch. Big time. But yeah, the shovel game in the normal game is... the first 25 digs are guaranteed to not give you the mirror. Yeah, I don't know if I like the blue mail look as much, to be honest. Yeah, the first 25 digs in the normal game are guaranteed to be nothing. And then every dig after the 25th dig has like a 2% chance of being the heart piece. The 100% run, like a lot of people have like a really bad joke about how terrible that is. What, boo? I need the money. If I'm gonna do Zora, is a 500 rupees. And Kiki here is 110. So I kind of have to do it. I need... Yeah, the monkey costs 110 rupees to open up Pod. The Palace of Darkness dungeon, so... There are 4 things that cost money in the run if you don't buy potions. Zora is 500, Kiki's 110. The shovel game is 90, and oh wait, no, there's more than that. Sorry. The chest game in Dark Kakariko Village is 30 rupees. Bottle vendor is 100 rupees. And of course, there's other stuff you can spend money on. Oh wait, no, this is Eastern Palace. It's the Light World counterpart to Pod. Yeah, I know Ross was saying he might stream this game on Monday. And I was gonna consider doing a... I was gonna think about asking him about doing a co-stream where I actually do NMG. And see, you know, maybe put down a time while he's running the game. No major glitches. And it's the vanilla game. Same game that Ross is playing, but would be playing, just not without the, all the other stuff. Okay, we do have to go that way. I'm not gonna ever go for like the world record or anything, but I'd like to see kind of where I am with just basic skills. Because Rando's a very specialized set of skills and knowledge. Like, the situational stuff is so different. Crap. Screwed up the damage boost on that one. Hey, the book. Book is good. Book of Medora has 3 uses. It gives you access to Desert Palace. And if you have the Master Sword, you can use it to read and get items off 2 tablets. So only 3 uses in the whole seed. They're it's very limited. And unfortunately, like, it just gives its options and its fetch quests, and nobody likes them. That red enemy is only vulnerable to arrows, so that's why you need the bow. Like, you could do this whole dungeon without a bow if it wasn't for that red enemy. Well, we screwed up the quick kill. It's fine. I've been trying to practice it. The idea is you put 2 arrows into one of them, and then when they rotate around, you kill the 5th and 6th Armo Knights at the same time. So then you don't enter that phase where that last Armos becomes red. The reason why that's such a big deal is that when it turns red, it refills its health. So it should only take 3 regular arrows to kill an Armos. But it gets a health refill back to 3, so if you can get it all in one go, like, it saves a lot of time. Unfortunately, we did not get the right setup at the start of that fight. So this is Palace of Darkness. In the randomizer community, a lot of people refer to this as Mullet Mansion. Because the front of this dungeon is pretty much all keys and stuff like that. And the back has all the items. So it's business in the front, party in the back. Ha ha, it's so funny. Yeah, it's you know, great joke. Laugh a minute. It's apt. Like I said, you're not going to usually find an item in these early portions. You're usually going to find keys. Like so. So we're going to try to do a bonk here. That worked. Not the... I didn't want to do one there. We are very low on health, though. Like, we have not found really any hearts in this seed. It's open. It's an open seed, Olcash. Only Mystery is going to have those settings possible. No, it's a normal seed, Joe. Open is pretty much standard play. It's just... It's been stingy with giving out hearts or heart containers. Usually by the time I'm in Dark World, I would have expected to have found a heart container or two. But so far we've gotten like nothing in the heart container department. These things, they're turtles, I guess we would say. I'm not sure what you're referring to, I guess. Hey, we got our 5th heart. There's something. Oh, okay. That makes sense. We didn't really find anything in Pod. Wow. I don't think there was a single item here of worth. Like, that's bad. I mean, at this point, is there an item? Yeah, there's an item on Helma. Something. Could be rupees, could be boring stuff, could be really important. I mean, we still need quite a bit. Not boots. We have boots. I mean, my next choice at this point is probably to go to Death Mountain. Should have grabbed that heart. This is going to be a tense fight with Helmasaur. Oh, still not great. 5 hearts Helmasaur is not easy. Blue mail helps. So we're going to switch to the bow. Whew, that was close. That took a lot more arrows. Unfortunately, silver arrows are so much better against this boss. Wow, that was a terrible pod. Like, pendant and junk. What a waste of a dungeon to have done. Like, I figured, you know, I'm here already, and pod has 6 items. You do pod while you're there. Like, that's logical. At minimum, to finish this seed right now, I do need at least another sword. There's a lot of other stuff I need, but, like, that's one of the bigger things. Don't care about the red rupee. Okay, so the pendants. In the base game, the 3 pendants give you access to the Master Sword. Because there's the pedestal in Lost Woods that has the Master Sword. In this, they pretty much... Okay. Sorry, I also forgot one other thing. In the base game as well, the green pendant gives you the boots. In this, the green pendant will give you an item off of Sahasrahla. And the pendants will still let you pull the pedestal for something, just not necessarily something as good as the Master Sword. If you want to see a bad seed, then you would hope that pedestal has something of importance. So, but we can use logic to kind of rule out items that could be on it. So I'll take another look at the pendants. Yeah, stuff like that. Thieves Town was a pendant, Pod was a pendant, and I'll have to look at my map again. Oh, logic, yeah. So let's see. Let's say that Turtle Rock was a pendant. Okay, Turtle Rock's like the last dungeon in the game. Ulkesh keeps saying that he doesn't want me to find Ice Rod. The reason why Ice Rod is so important is the boss of Turtle Rock requires the Ice Rod to defeat. So me not finding the Ice Rod for a long time, and if it was on the pedestal, would mean I would need all 3 of the pendants to get it. But if, let's say, just as a hypothetical, that Turtle Rock is a pendant dungeon, then I know that Ice Rod is not there. The other thing I know is that, like, the other items I need to finish Turtle Rock, I need the hammer, I need the Titan's Mitts, I need the Fire Rod, I need the Cane of Samaria, I need the Ice Rod. I need so many items to actually do Turtle Rock that it being a pendant really removes a lot of possibilities for what is on the pedestal. So that's like a really good thing, if not very rare. So like here's the first of those book spots. So up here is, this is the Ether Tablet, and as just couch cash, so I don't care. It's just some money. I don't need money at this point. So, like, for this seed specifically, hey, it's the Fire Rod. We knew we were going to find it eventually. So like for this seed, Pod is a pendant. So the hammer is required to beat Pod, so it wouldn't have been on the pedestal. But between Pod and Thieves Town, and I need to check what the last one is. I forget. I need to check again. Between what has so far been a pendant, there's very little that will make a difference, like change, or there's a lot that could be on the pedestal, because I think the last pendant was also something like simple. Okay, good news. There are only 2 items in the Tower of Terror, and we already found one of them. But on the plus side, routing is going to be really easy to get it, whatever it is. Last item is on Moldorm. But we've... even though Hera's... well, Hera's come out good. Finding the Fire Rod in Hera is nice. It does mean Skull Woods is in logic. By the way, use of the hammer on Moldorm is not a flex. Hammer does a lot more damage than Fighter Sword. Like, a ton more. Yeah, heart piece. We're up to 6 hearts finally. Crystal's the big thing. I'll find roughly enough health throughout the seed. Okay, that doesn't matter. I mean, we're about to save and quit again, so... because there's not much left to do on the mountain. Unless I pull the Titan's Myths and can check a lot of Dark World stuff. But at this point, we... wrong door. Oh, that's where that door is. Naturally. Okay. When I do entrance rando, there's certain doors I just don't know where they're from. And I've always been curious about certain ones, like where they actually are. Because if you've noticed, like, I go in very specific places always. Hey, we got a Master Sword. More rupees, heart piece, rupees. Okay, we're done. There's a reason. Like, there are many rooms that don't matter. But in an entrance randomizer, which I don't think I've ever actually streamed one at an hour where you've been able to watch, Joe. Cross keys or any entrance randomizer is... it's a rat's nest of stuff. Trying to untie, like, all of it is just brutal. And when you do the entrance rando, you see a lot of rooms that, like, you would never see in randomizer. Okay, we can do Skull Woods. Where was the last pendant, though? Mire. Okay. Well, we'll find out if we have to do Mire. We're gonna check the pedestal after we finish off Skull Woods. What was that? The other 5-6 was swamp. Okay. 5-6 crystals. They're red. Yeah, it'll tell me what it is. I just can't pull it until I have all the pendants. So that's what we're going to find out is like just I want to know what it is even though I can't grab it. We're going to go through this room the natural way, just because... Dang it. I'm actually going to end up with less health now. So we're gonna try to kill these mini idiots. And hope to get maybe a heart drop. There we go. So we're about to come up on that boss that we were practicing earlier. Just need to grab that key. Sorry, I don't even know what I said. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so we're gonna do two things. We're gonna check this back chest here. There are 2 items in Skullwoods, and we haven't gotten either of them yet. And then we're going to mirror and check if the pedestal is important. Still no items. We learned a better path, even. Okay, so we don't need to pull the pedestal. Just couch cash. Not really happy about that. Not terrible, but... there are better things to find. Yeah, shovel is kind of a... it's a one-off fetch quest. There's one spot you can dig to get an item. Oh, no. Digging game is different from the shovel spot. You don't need the shovel to do the dig game. But we're done here. What can I even do right now? Let's check bumper ledge. I can't imagine bumper is going to be important. Nope. Okay. A lot. We don't need flute. Actually. We need the mitts. We need the cane of Samaria. We need the cane. We need the ice rod. We might need a medallion. Logically, we need flippers. Actually, we need flippers because Swamp Palace is actually a dungeon to clear. So, there's a lot. Turtle Rock and Swamp Palace kind of mean you have to almost get a full complement of stuff. Third sword. Nice. That makes that Silverless Ganon fight a little better. Gold sword would be best, but I can live without the gold sword at this point. Okay, desert ledge, worthless. So I don't want to do Mire. I need the flute to get into Misery Mire. It's the dark room that we were practicing earlier. You know what? Let's grab this chest first. Why not? We're here. But you do have to hit the switch chest. Okay, so this dungeon would have been boots locked. Is it the big key or the small key on... It's the big key. Means the small key has to be in the big chest. Yeah. Yeah. Just kind of going over logic in my head. We didn't do really any sequence breaks, so nothing too big of a deal. It's checks. It's not a terrible thing. But it gives me access to the mire area. That's theoretically 5 items in the mire area. I'm not going to get anything else great in this area. In desert, technically we got both the items from desert. How do we want to play this, Jess? How do we want to play this? There's another area that should have easy items for you. And you should go do it. We haven't done escape. And I know the last time we skipped escape, what did I say technically? 5 items in mire? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, each dungeon does have a set number of items. Keys and other stuff. Short hopping bastard. So like Desert Palace only has 2 items. We got the flute and we got rupees. So we knew we were done here. If you find the items in a dungeon, you can kind of skip other stuff. Oh wait, we can't go to Mire. That's right, I need the Titansmiths for that. Let's do escape. We've got the mirror. That'll make that relatively quick. The Zelda rescue sequence from the beginning of the game. Open seeds, you don't have to do this area. We will mirror when we're done here. Where will we go after that, though? We're 4 crystals in at 58 minutes, 59 minutes. That's not terrible. Four crystals is decent at an hour, and based on the items I've got. But we still need a decent amount to get the last 3 done. Titansmiths and Flippers and Cane of Samaria are kind of bare minimum. Oh, because there's items. When we do this during... Yeah, there's not a crystal here. This is just item checks. This will not help me get to Ganon any quicker. This will not help me do anything. The question is, does it have an item I need? And it didn't. I need 7 crystals. We're up to 4. That shovel came in real handy. I'm glad I routed in that area then. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do Village of Outcasts first. Because I want to do Jeremiah, Peg Cave, and Purple Chest. Because I don't see myself coming back to the village for a long time. Except just to get into Dark World. So I don't see myself coming on this south side again. Actually, you know what? We are going to do one other... No, we're going to do this afterwards. It routes in perfectly if I do Jeremiah first. Jeremiah. Drop off Jeremiah. After we drop off Jeremiah, we'll do the pegs there. We'll grab the purple chest. We'll hit up Cave 45, purple chest, and Bombos tablet. What do you got? Hey, the red cane. That's not cool. I mean, it's cool, but it's problematic. That means Mire's full clearable. I don't want to do Misery Mire. I don't. I have 0 interest in Mire. Can't dash with the purple chest. You must walk. Mire is annoying because it is a 2-item dungeon that is very big. From a density standpoint, Misery Mire is like one of the worst dungeons. It has a lot of stuff that can slow you down. So that's why Mire's bad. We're still going to check at least the shed and the medallion requirement and checkerboard cave in Mire, but my goal is to not enter it if I don't have to. We could go into Turtle Rock. We still haven't even found a bottle yet. Okay, here's our other tablet. This is the Ether tablet. Oh, sorry, no, this is Bombos. Ether was on the mountain. Okay, how important is this flute and this seed? Ether, so we can't even get into Mire as it stands, I think, unless I forgot to mark it. Okay, yeah, we can't even go into Mire. That's fine. Okay. Now I don't feel compelled to make a bad decision. Yes, there are 3 medallions, Bombos, Ether, and Quake. We only have Quake. The one that looks like bacon. It's crispy cooked bacon. It's a little crooked, but it's bacon. We're going to check 2 other things before we go to Death Mountain again. So we're going to check the Graveyard Ledge and the King's Tomb. So this here is Graveyard Ledge. You mirror onto it. Why is it Graveyard Ledge? Because it overlooks a graveyard. And it's a ledge. People give really smart names. Very literal. And I don't know why that's called the King's Tomb. But this is King's Tomb. In the vanilla game, it holds the cape. So maybe that's why it's a king. I don't know. But there's nothing besides that. We can't check Spike Cave. I know Ulkesh likes Spike Cave, but we can't check it. Logically, we don't have enough hearts, and we don't have a bottle or one of the invincibility items. You usually need Cane of Burna or the cape. Cane of Burna is the blue cane. But for now, we're going to Dark Death Mountain. Clippers. Cannaberna. We are theoretically one item away from go mode. Let's check if it's fully theoretical. We are 2 items away from go mode. I need Ice Rod to finish Turtle Rock. Hey, we got a bottle finally. And we need the Bombos medallion to get into Turtle Rock. We got 2 bottles. Actually, you know what? We're going to check one other thing. We're here. Why not? We got the invincibility item. This is the last thing I can check on Dark Death Mountain. Something off to the right. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, so many extra bunks. Come on, Jess. 3 bottles on Dark Death Mountain. Oh. So, we found... the entrance to Turtle Rock. On the top of that big rock was the symbol for Bombos medallion. I need the Bombos medallion now to get it into Turtle Rock to clear it. So if it was Quake, I would only need the Ice Rod at this point. But because we found out that Turtle Rock is Bombos, then until I have Bombos and the Ice Rod, we're not in go mode. Now, the bad play is, let's say I find Bombos here in Swamp. I clear Swamp, I clear Ice, and I still don't have the Ice Rod, but I got Bombos medallion. Then the logical play, the one that most people would make in that position, is they would go straight for Turtle Rock and hope Ice Rod is in Turtle Rock. It's almost so common an occurrence that it's comical. But yeah, don't know. Hope to find it soon, but no guarantees. Hey, we got the big key early this time. That's new. But the fact that I'm 2 items short of go mode means I'm probably going to full clear Swamp Palace. Because full clearing Swamp Palace is better than full clearing Ice Palace. Come on. We can hookshot the rest of this dungeon. Oh, that's good. That's lovely. Yeah, that was the ice rod. There's a reason why people hate the ice rod. It has one use in the whole game, and it is to kill Trinex. As a result, because it only has that one use, it can be anywhere. Trinex. Yeah. So, but because its only use is killing that... It's cool. But because it only has that one use, it's pretty much an item that can occur anywhere. It is thus one of the... it's the worst troll possible in the game, usually. Like, you want an item that can just completely evade you for the whole seed. There it is. Yeah, we got our cape. Unlikely to need it at this point. I use it for stuff, but it's not super needed. Yeah, I can't defeat Trinex without the Ice Rod. The Ice Rod freezes the Firehead. And it's the only way to make the Firehead vulnerable. Ah. I need to figure out how to grab that pot without having to move the statue. Trinex is one of my crystals. We got a bug net. Yeah, the bug net. You can catch fairies with it. Yeah, exactly for that purpose. Yes, we got the quick kill. Oh my god, that was really cool. Okay, we got the cape, we got the Cane of Burna, we've got the bug net, we've got Swamp Palace Crystal. 5 crystals. We still have ice and turtle rock to go. We've got both the 5-6. So I mentioned the 5-6 crystals before. They are required to get this big bomb here. Oh yeah, this is another thing that costs money. Very, 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 very infrequently does the pyramid have something. But in a recent seed, it had my hammer. I had asked people in the Discord about that, like, how likely is it that the pyramid could have hammer? Like, is that possible? And somebody said, pyramid will have progression less than probably about 1% of the time. But there are 2 items in here, so... Butter sword and bombs. It does more damage than a tempered sword. It's the level 4 sword. Necessary? No. We could probably have lived without it. But it'll speed things up a little bit. It's not a bad thing. By far. It'll help. Like, the sword levels just go up, you know? We start off with the little fighter, the dinky fighter sword, then we get the master sword, then we get the tempered sword, and then you find the gold sword. Or you call it the butter sword. Because can't tell me that when you pick it up, it doesn't look like a stick of butter. You don't see it, and then somebody calls it the butter sword, and now you can't unsee it. I've been hearing commentary call it butter sword for too long now. That's one item in ice. So, Olcash, is that going to be your gift for when we go into Ice Palace now? I know. We got a variation of the double kill. Weird. Okay. Fine. And yes, we're gonna do the bomb jump. Or we're gonna try. Yeah, I figured that was too low. Come on. Not the best bomb jump I've ever done, but it got the job done. We still have 2 items left in Ice Palace. That's 2. I've got a bad feeling we're not finding Bombos here. But we're gonna try, because I would hate for it to be the last item in ice and not be on Cold Stare. Come on. That was dangerous. Map. We haven't gotten a single small key yet in this dungeon, too. So, like, that's pretty crazy. And I mean from the sense of we haven't found one in a chest. If you're hoping for bad luck, you're either hoping, well, you kind of want to see me pull Ether soon. Because Ether means mire. If I don't find Ether, then we'll probably go to Thieves Town next. And unfortunately, that would mean that the early death I took in Thieves Town is coming back to bite me. Only slightly. Like, most people, even if they hadn't died, probably would have ducked out. Nothing really. We haven't found a thing. We found 2 items so far in ice, and they haven't helped. So we're gonna go kill Cold Stare. I think we did find a fairy in a bottle, but really that's nothing too big of a deal. Okay. We're going back to Thieves Town. Yeah. I mean, we still got a chance for the sub 2 hour, but not exactly confident about having to make this play. This is not somewhere I want to have to go. So we went in here at the beginning of the race. Like we were in here with 4 hearts probably an hour and a half ago. Or not an hour and a half. Yes, we died. Yeah. The thing is that I don't want to come into this dungeon because we found 2 items in the front. No, we found 3 items in the front. Thieves Town only has 4 items. The likelihood it has the Bombos medallion is so small. Like, here's kind of like an idea of why this is such a weird thing. Like, the guy that I've raced a lot of times, we raced the one time, and I think Titan Mitts were in here. And this dungeon was a pendant. And he had said to me after the race, like we were talking, I said, oh, I full cleared pendant thieves. Like first trip. And he was like, that was a ballsy play. I was like, it was? He was like, yeah, it was pendant and like the front had 2 items. I was like, okay. Thinking nothing of it. And now I see why. Like, it was nothing for me to say, you know, oh, it's pendant, and I died, and I found 3 items. So I kind of understand why it's such a weird play to have to make. But there are 2 items left, technically. 1 in the dungeon, and then 1 for getting the green pendant. So maybe. Well, we were already off script. That was a terrible setup. Blind is a scripted fight. People who are good actually can do the same thing pretty much every time. Clearly, I'm not. I mean, it's what I need. So, yay. Boo for the fact that I died my first time through this dungeon. And if I had, you know, somehow figured out how to clear a 4-part Thieves Town, I would have been in go mode in Swamp Palace and would have thus not full cleared ice. I mean, on the plus side, we never stepped foot in mire. I guess that's okay. Honestly, like, Four Heart Thieves Town is probably above the skill level of a lot of people. So it's not unreasonable to believe that, like, my opponent probably struggled as well with the same thing. If I'm against somebody super top tier who can do a Four Heart Thieves Town, then there's a chance they might have full cleared Thieves even after doing the front 4 chests. I have my doubts, but it's possible. So, but many people probably would have ducked out of Thieves. So it's possible that my opponent also did. And that might give me at least some chance to have not blown this one. No, we do want the fire rod still. That's right. Unfortunately, Turtle Rock, while the last dungeon, and we are in go mode, unfortunately, Turtle Rock is not a fast dungeon, even in go mode. It's actually one of the slower dungeons either way. Ice Palace is great in go mode. Turtle Rock, no. Garbage dungeon. The only, like, saving grace for making this dungeon fast is if we get a key in this next room coming up. Oh, yeah. Final Crystal. And then we'll go to Ganon's Tower, and then we'll go kill Ganon. We're in the end game. Darn it. That means we have to do some of Laser Bridge. Why did I do that? I didn't need the cape there. Nope. There we go. Heart there, magic cancer there. Ice rod. It's gonna do its one purpose for one shot. We're only casting it once this whole race. There you go. By the way, if you've noticed, I usually stand over the exploding boss because that's where their item spawns. Trinax is a unique boss in that its item always spawns in the center of the room. Oh yeah, Ganon's Tower, you know, 1 to 22. Somewhere in this godforsaken dungeon is a big key to help me go up the tower. As always, we're going to check the Hope Room. Two. 15 from Ulkesh. Interesting. It's not 3. That was 3. We didn't grab it. So, but that was number 3. Just so we're clear. 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Yeah, lots of small keys this time. That's not very common. Frick. No, we messed that up again. Green rupee? Really? We got the single green rupee. This room is the rando room. Wow, lots of money. I believe that was number 12. It should show up as 11 in the credits because we skipped Mirror Shield. Rather than wasting my potions. You know what? We're not even gonna waste fire rod shots on these. I'm gonna do spins. Or slashes, because... two slashes is enough to kill each landmo. With gold sword. A little quicker. Or safer in terms of magic. Ah. Still can't get that quick kill in that room. We're so close to it, too. Come on, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Don't have to kill either of the mini Helmas. We got 2 keys. That's good. Oops. Yeah, I think it was 12. I think it'll show up in the credits as 11 because we skipped the torch. Because the torch had Mirror Shield, and Mirror Shield has no value at this point. Because if you don't pull an item, it doesn't count, even though you saw it. Nice double. That could have been a triple, though. 2-2-2. That's actually a really decent Aga 2 for me. A 3-shot Aga. Whew, that was good. Okay, let's get my phone ready. Because we will be submitting a done soon. So once again, this is a Silverless Ganon fight. The importance of Silverless Ganon is there is a very, very brief window to actually hit him. Between his teleports. So here he does that, then I'm supposed to spin there. Unfortunately, the torch went out. So that's a spin. That's a spin. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think it's 12, 10, 11, 12. By the way, you do not want to fall off this bridge at the end of the fight. If you fall off the bridge after you kill Ganon, you have to drop back in and kill Ganon again. Ah! Stupid internet on my phone. I usually do that. Oh wait, no, it registered. Did it? Yeah, I think it did. Lost again. Dang. Yeah. Less than 5. Gotta wonder what they did different. I mean, my guess is that for less than 5 minutes, I wonder if they didn't do pod maybe. I gotta wonder if they did pod. But they're typing right now, so we'll find out what they're saying. Because my routing wasn't the worst. Could have been better. Always can be better routing, but it's unfortunate that that Bombos medallion really avoided me for so long. Yep. They didn't die, and they went and did Thieves Town. That would do it. I want to know if they did pod. Like, 5 minutes isn't a lot of time. I'm trying to think how much my routing would have changed if I didn't have to go back into Thieves Town and how much time that would have saved. Like, that's the hard part for me to think. Like, how big of a screw-up was that then? Like, if you just think about it, if we cleared Thieves Town the first time in, I still would have gone around South Dark World, still done Eastern and Pod together. Um, like nothing really changes because after that, I still would have gone to Hera, gotten my Fire Rod, done Skull Woods. Okay, now I know why it was so much closer. Okay. So, what made that race close? I probably should have lost that by about 10 minutes. Um, but, okay, I feel less bad then because I was thinking, like, if I lost by 5 minutes, that tells me I could have won based on just my execution alone. But no, I should have lost by more. My opponent actually went and got that bow in the Lumberjack. So they likely had the silver arrows. No, they had the silver arrows. They said they felt really bad when they found that second bow in the dam. So us skipping it was really smart. How do you go do that? What? I'm sorry. I'm having a really tough time there. Sorry, there's a very logical progression in my head that is not playing out in terms of normal routing. Like, I guess what you would have to do is right after we got Dark World access, they went straight to Dark World, did Thieves Town, found the lamp pretty quick, and decided to go do Aga because we had Master Sword pretty quick as well. No, we didn't. Oh, no, I guess if you had Master Sword, or if you had a Master Sword pretty quick, or if you didn't have a bow, you wouldn't have made the Eastern Pod play. So going up to Death Mountain, because that was our second sword? Wherever Master Sword was, they probably went and got that pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, that's a very odd routing decision. Like, no matter what I get to start, I pretty much always say I have to do Cac Village and South Shore area because there's just too many items there for a lead off. Like, Kakariko Village has 10, 11, 12 guaranteed items, possibly more. And then South Shore has 2, 7, 8 items. So, like, those are two of the densest areas in the game. So, like, that's first check for me. Doesn't matter. I will always do that first. So, for them to have not gone to South Shore tells me they went right into Dark World from Cac Village. And unfortunately, like, I wouldn't do that play just because the heart situation wasn't good enough for me, and Village of Outcasts has 2 items in it, 3 items in it. It's not a very dense area, so like I consider that kind of secondary. But I mean, I get the play. Like, we got boots within 5 minutes in the race game. So that would have been okay. Bye, Joe. I mean, it's an interesting play. We got boots on the race game within 10 minutes, 6 minutes. So I can see you making the Aga play going, I've got Moon Pearl, I've got boots. Let's get Aga done quick, get the bow. But yeah, they could have skipped that bow. Interesting. Yeah, if only Thieves Town at 4 hearts is brutal. I'm not, you know, I made the smart play, and like that's the order you go. You don't do that. You know, you die in Thieves Town after getting 3 out of the 4 items. You say screw it. Doesn't matter. I think a less experienced me, like me a month ago, would have gone for that and said, no, you're going to go complete Thieves Town. A more experienced me goes, no, that's a waste of your time. So, understandable. Understandable check from me to do that. And I'm not, I'm annoyed I lost, but it makes sense. We were still under 2 hours, right? Yeah, we finished with a 156.11. I don't like losing, but whatever. It happens. Live, learn, move on. Next race. Okay, we're done. I'm going to go eat food. I haven't eaten today. I'm bad. So, have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow in the morning with Fury Unleashed and then some other stuff later in the day. Until then, have a good rest of your Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow.